Hi everyone, here's a short video, an update about going to Gili and coming back with our experiences. When we went to Gili, we booked a fast boat via Bookaway, but that boat was cancelled because there had been bad weather for 3 days. So what we would recommend is checking if the boats are running, because sometimes if the boats don't run for a couple of days, what the boat agencies do is they book your ticket, they take your money, but they will get the people from the previous days on first. What we did is we took a slow ferry, which is usually always available. Everyone I know who wanted to take it and it was open was able to get on the slow ferry. So we did the slow ferry from Padang to Lombok, organized a taxi and then a boat to get to Gili. It took us about 12 hours. That was to get to Gili. In Gili, Martin booked the ticket back directly with the boat agency, which is the best thing to do. Always go directly with the boat agencies. And the boat was cancelled again. This time the government had closed the whole ocean between Lombok and Bali because of bad waves. But the alternative options are, number one, you go to Lombok with a public boat, you fly, which is about $100. You get a helicopter from Gili Air or Gili Trawangan, which is $1,000 each. The last day, I have some footage of it. I saw one helicopter after the other, and then you think, how do people afford this? But the trick is travel insurance. If your boat is cancelled and you have a proof and you have a flight to Europe or America, show that to your travel insurance so they get you on a helicopter and you can get your plane. What we did is, our video editor Ibrahim, we really wanted him to get to Bali, and the slow boat was actually open first. So we made sure with the slow boat the way back was easy, and because it's a big boat, I think the waves don't impact it as much. Martin and I, we tried to get on the first fast boat because the tickets were already paid for. Martin never has received the refund from the boat agency. They refused to give it back, but we did take the financial risk and booked a new boat with another agency. It was intense. It was a very small boat. I've gone to Gili so many times, but I really want to share this experience because it was rough. It was very bumpy. People were on the roof, including Martin. They were holding on. They had a great time. They shared. They were even drinking, but inside the boat, it was really hot. And the boat just like... I looked outside and I don't think the waves got higher than the boat, maybe a meter and a half. So the waves, of course, were big, but not that big, but the road was very bumpy. I wouldn't do it again. I would recommend look for a big, fast boat that's big enough, that has life jackets, that has seats on the top. Check the weather. And if you really need to get back and your travel insurance doesn't pay for the airplane or for the helicopter, there's one other way that boat transfers do, and that is a private transfer. When the ocean in July and August is pretty rough between Lombok and Bali, there's a way around it apparently where the ocean should be calmer. Haven't done it. If you go from Gili Air with a private boat transfer to Amet. Those boats are private, you book them with tour operators, and they're about 12 million for 6 people. So about 2 million per person, I would say about 120 euro. That was our adventure, going to Gili and back. Gili Islands, are they worth it? 100%, 1000%. They are gorgeous, the energy was great. But getting there and going back as we travel, last minute, we book tickets and flights. It is a challenge, I would say, especially if you have plane tickets in the upcoming days. Maybe book your Gili trip in the beginning if something happens, and make sure you have a travel insurance. If that boat's not going, you can fly from Lombok or even have an adventure with a helicopter. That's it for this episode. I hope this was educational and informational and can save you a lot of headache in your amazing trip to Gili Air. Thanks for watching. See ya.
How was the boat from Gili to...
Oh, it was quite an adventure. It was such an insecure. I felt myself insecure. I was on the roof. I thought I was taking a sunbath, and at that point, that was it like relaxation on the roof. But it wasn't that. The waves were splashing into my face, I hold myself with the rope and with my other hand on the boat's deck. And I splashed up and down, and all those salty water was splashing into my face, all those salty taste in my mouth.